Hello and welcome back to another Bad Movie Reviews review hosted by your favourite amateur movie reviewer from down under, Ben, and I'm reviewing none other than a film called The Amateur, which is a vigilante spy noir kind of film that is based on a novel from 1981, which also is an adaptation, it was adapted from same year, a Canadian film. Now, if you've read the book or seen that movie, I've neither read nor seen it, so this is coming from a fresh perspective of this movie itself. Now, this movie is directed by James Hawes, who would probably most be known for directing a few episodes of Slow Horses, the Apple TV series, also the Snowpiercer Raised by Wolves TV show, as well as One Life with Anthony Hopkins, which came out a couple of years ago, which was actually a very good movie. I don't think I've released a review for that. I really enjoyed it, but in terms of keeping it bare bones as possible, as I would recommend just going in not knowing much. It's essentially about a cryptographer who works for the CIA whose wife passes away in a terrorist attack, and he basically takes it upon himself to figure out who did it. And it's a cat and mouse kind of spy chase movie, starring none other than Rami Malek, who obviously won the Best Actor award back when Bohemian Rhapsody came out. He's most recently been in Oppenheimer and the villain in No Time to Die, latest Bond film. It's also starring Rachel Brosnahan, who is going to play Lois Lane in the upcoming Spider-Man film, as well as Holt McElhaney, who's in Mindhunter. You've also got Michael Stuhlbarg, who most people would know from Call Me By Your Name, who's probably one of the best actors to deliver a monologue you can get. If you've seen that monologue, you know. Now, I think this film is just probably exactly what I expected. It's not necessarily paint by the numbers. It's just a good spy thriller film. If you go into this film expecting balls to the walls action, it's just not going to be there. You'll get that in your Mission Impossible coming out soon, or other action films coming out later in the year. But this is just more of a tech hunt down kind of film, like a Neo race movie, which really worked for me. If we're going to get these kind of 90s, early 2000s throwback spy thriller films, then I'm all for it. Obviously, we've got Black Bag recently from Steven Soderbergh, which I saw and reviewed, and I really enjoyed that. And this is very similar vibe. It's very techy in terms of the uncovering and the way the film unfolds, which really kind of drags you in, and that's why it utilizes that, obviously of interest and really quippy dialogue and really fantastic camera work, to be honest, to kind of really draw you in and actually get that emotive feeling, which worked for me. There are action scenes far and in between, but I think what really worked is overall the camera work, the story actually unfolding, the intrigue of what's actually going on. And I think the payoff for me, I just had a really good time with this. I thought this is the kind of film that you take your parents to, and it's probably their favorite film of the year. Maybe not amongst people my age, younger, but it's a film that your parents, your grandparents would just love, because it's very much a throwback to 1990s, early 2000s, just neo spy espionage kind of movie. And I think it really helps that the performances across the board are just really, really fantastic, whether that be Rami Malek, whether that be Rachel Brosnahan, Holt McElhaney. You've also got John Berthnall. Some of these actors, like John Berthnall, fantastic actor, and he really makes an impact in the time he's in the film. It's just, his character probably, you've got this actor that a lot of people love and know, and he feels a bit misused. My only probably quip with the film, to be fully honest, which isn't really a major one, is probably coming down to its pacing. I really think this film, I think it clocked in a little bit over 2 hours. I think it really probably could have maybe shaved 15, maybe 20 minutes off, and it'd be really, really sharp. I think it did drag a little bit at moments, because the first half of the film feels a little bit tonally different to the second half, which isn't really a negative. It does slowly build up to that, and you'll see why, and that's fine. But I just felt like, bits and bobs here really could have made it a lot sharper in terms of its runtime. But overall, I can't really fault it too much. I think this is a really, really sharp piece of filmmaking and a really, really enjoyable film. And I think it's a perfect middle of the road, good time. Go see it at the movies. You'll have you'll really enjoy it. Tell your parents, tell your grandparents to go see it. Thank me for the recommendation, but I think it's just a really good film, and probably wasn't really knowing what I was expecting going into it, as it kind of trailer I think came out for 2 months ago for it, and then it kind of just appeared out of nowhere. But if you have seen it, comment below, let me know what you think. If you like the review, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more of our reviews, give us a subscribe below, as it does mean a lot. And we'll catch you next time.